Welcome everyone. I'm going to go through each of the signs individually for your monthly readings for the month of October. And I'm going to pull not only 3 oracle cards, I'm going to do a quick 5-card tarot spread for each, and as well as the romance angels to find out what's happening romantically. This month I'm using the wisdom of the oracle for the oracle cards for all the signs. I'm using the Light Seers deck for the tarot readings, and I'll be using Doreen Virtue's romance cards. Okay, so and I hope you stay around to the very end, because there's always 5 minutes of healing Reiki that I'll be sending out to everyone. If you could please like with a thumbs up. If you could subscribe and hit the notification button. I often come on live during the week, and every Sunday I come on for a full few hours of reading mediumship readings, bringing your loved ones through who have crossed over. And I really enjoy that, and it's a fun group. It's a fun group in that we're also supportive of each other with the love and the comfort that comes through with our loved ones. It's emotional, but it's wonderful. And feel free, down below you'll find my website if you'd like a private reading. It's under northernlights.1. The phone number is there, and it shows you all the different types of readings that are available that I offer. There's also a donations of love button, which goes directly to my PayPal, which helps me pay for new equipment, helps the program keep running, helps me continue to buy new cards, which Wisdom of the Oracles are new cards, and helps keep the program going for me. And so I welcome any and all gifts of kindness and gifts of donations of love, and I thank you for that. So I'm gonna shuffle these cards, and we're gonna get started. The first is Aries. I'm gonna start with the fire signs, since I usually on the daily readings or on the weekly readings I usually start in the weekly readings I always go air, earth, water, and fire, and I lump them together. But I am going to, on the monthly readings, I will be doing individual readings for each of the signs. So we're going to start with Aries, which is a fire sign today. A lot of energy that's happening in Aries. Okay, we have Mars retrograde Aries, which is bringing a lot of rage and frustration and insecurity and doubt to a lot of people. You know better, because you've heard me on here say many times you have free will, and that you don't have to be a part of that, right? You can choose not to react, and instead just send love to that kind of energy that if it's around you. Okay, we also have Mercury coming up in retrograde on the 13th, so if you have any important documents to sign, if you have any voting you want to do, you may want to, if you can vote early before Mercury retrograde. Just remember, we have a lot of ballots, and communication is all about Mercury retrograde, right? So we'll have a lot of ballots that are in the mail. Should be fine. I see the election going smoother than a lot of people think. Just remember to get out and vote, please. We really need this election of all elections for everybody to get out there and vote and plan how it is you are going to vote this time, right? Make a plan, which we don't usually have to do. We kind of let it fall into place. But this time, make a plan to make sure you can get your vote in. Get it in early in some states, get it in by ballot, or get it in person, however you can do it. Okay, Aries, let's see what this month looks like. Today also is a full moon in Aries, so you have a lot of your own energy around you. Saturn came out, yesterday came out of its retrograde, and it's currently squaring with Mars, so some more of that wonderful negative energy that you're going to avoid, that everyone is going to avoid. So Aries, let's see what we have. I'm going to put the cards down, and then I will focus on going over them with you, okay? Too many cards. Okay, let's get started. And then the romance cards. One card for the romance cards here. Okay. Okay, let's see how the cards look for Aries this month. Aries, the first card you get is building blocks. So this is a building month for you, clearly. October is a month full of a lot of electricity, a lot of happening right before the election, a lot of people going out of their way to make other people feel miserable, basically. It's a 10 card, right? It's number 28. The 28 could be a number that's of significance for you, but I feel like it's a 10 card. We're coming to fruition, right? So look at all these building blocks and how she's built them over higher and higher and higher, and that's what you've done in your life. And it's finally coming to fruition for you. You're beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're beginning to see what you've worked so hard for. I love it. No place like home is the second card. And if you notice, this home is tethered, okay? It's connected still to the planet Earth. So even though it's up in the air and it's kind of floating around the clouds and the beautiful healing blues and pinks that it is, the light shining from within home. There's no place like going back home. This could mean literally there's no place like home and it's like your sanctuary and you really enjoy it. It could also mean that you are planning on moving, right? There's no place like home. Maybe you'll be making a move. Maybe you're making a transition and fixing part of your home or changing it around this month. It doesn't necessarily have to mean you have to stay in one place. You always have free will. As I say, these are all energies I'm giving you and putting out here, telling you the energies around you, but you always decide. You always make a decision with your free will what comes. This is a leg up. I love this card. It has a little polar bear on top of its mommy or its daddy polar bear. The white signifies the purity to me of thought and mind. It's a 7 card, and 7 sometimes can mean a little bit of illusion and delusion. We don't always get to see clearly what it is we want to see clearly, right? So Aries, this could be a card that you're finally, right, you've built everything. You've gotten it to the point with the building blocks where you're almost to fruition here. You're almost where you want to be. And this is saying it gives you a leg up by getting where you want to be. Maybe you're finishing school and you're going to have a degree, and it's going to give you the leg up to get the job you want. But remember that it does have some hidden things that you're not going to be expecting. That's what the 3 and the 4 together, or the 7 shows that there is some delusion, there is some illusion, some things you haven't thought clearly about. Okay. The romance card today is make the effort. So if is somebody that is very interested, if you look, this little boy is much more interested in this little girl than she appears to be in him. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So trust your gut on this, okay? Maybe this is a brand new relationship and someone is really showing their love to you, and it's just a matter of you getting used to it. It could be that you've decided that the relationship isn't working for you, okay? It's telling you to make the effort. Take a little extra time before you make a decision. It could also be, if you're single, it could be somebody new coming in and making, you want to make the effort to try to make it work. And if it's you're in a relationship that hasn't been working, maybe look at it from a different angle this month. Maybe look at it from a different angle and see if it's something that you can make work. Okay, Aries? Your cards that came up for me are the Strength card, which is really a really beautiful card in the tarot deck. Half lion, half female. She's got the lamb by her side. So you're not Aries. You have a tough skin, but you're not always as hard as you come across sometimes. You've got that softness inside. You've got that marshmallow center that some people are lucky enough to see. And this card really wants you to share it more with people out there, right? Share it more. That's going to there's no place like home. Maybe it's sharing it with somebody that is literally at home. There's no place like your sanctuary at home. But the Strength card is a really nice card. The Strength card is for Aries is usually Leo. It comes up as Leo's card, but it doesn't. You could be involved with a Leo. This could be a Leo that's coming into your life. This could be a Leo that's making your life as positive as it is, right? And you want to make the effort here to make this relationship work, right? Remember the romance card. So the second card I get is the 5 of Pentacles. 5s are often cards of kind of despair, where you're not feeling that great. You might be feeling a little depressed. You might be feeling like you're about ready to give up on things. So maybe at the beginning of the month, I pull one card for each of the weeks. In the beginning of the first week, of course, is the Strength card, and things are going smoothly this week. And maybe next week might be a week where you're really feeling a little bit down. Maybe something isn't going your way at work or at home. But look, this is something that you can change. Look at the key that's over here. All she needs to do is put the key in the lock, right? To open the door and see what's on the other side. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to stay stuck in this energy. These cards just represent that. They represent energy. They don't necessarily represent the fact that you have to stay in this energy. You always have free will. So if you're feeling a little out of it, a little depressed, maybe a little worried is what I'm hearing from your angels. Maybe there's somebody in your life that you're worried about, whether it be health or whether it be anything around you. This is pentacle cards. So maybe it's about your wealth or your abundance, or maybe, a job is ending and you have to look for another job. Either way, you can bring yourself out of this worry, okay? You tend to be a worrier, I'm hearing, Aries. So if you tend to be a worrier, know that you can make all the difference. This is just energy. You get to choose. You have free will, okay? That's the second week. The third week, we have the Seven of Cups. It's an upside down card. This is it, right side up. He's trying to make a decision. The 7 is often the card of delusion and illusion. In the regular Rider-Waite deck, it's the card where you see all the cups that are in the clouds, right? It's emotions. His emotions are all over the place, or your emotions are all over the place. When it's upside down, this is telling me that you're really not looking at it in the third week. You should be. I feel like somebody else is looking at it and you're kind of poo-pooing it or making it something that's not that important. But remember, what your romance card said is to make the effort. So kind of get out of that mentality that, this is illusional. I'm not sure if it's going to last. Try not to get real close and then say, oh, you know what? I'm not really sure this person could hurt me, and then pull away. That's not how our relationship, continues to grow strong, right? So with the 7 of Cups in the third week, that's what you want to be doing. The fourth week, the week before Halloween, is the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles is money. Look, it's a brand new beginning here. So maybe during the second week, you might have lost a job, or you decided it was time to move on from the job. The cards are the same colors, and they're both the solar plexus. So both you sitting in your own power, making your own decisions. So if you made that decision, this Ace of Pentacles is like, this is a brand new beginning. Maybe you've been offered a new job. Look at how it's growing. Even as his hands and how he holds it, it's continuing to grow. So this is going in a really nice direction. This is the beginning of abundance in money, abundance in love, abundance in health, abundance in riches, anything around you. But you have to, it starts somewhere, and that's what you're doing in the fourth week, is starting with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay? And the final week, which is around Halloween, and another full moon, which is on Halloween, is the King of Pentacles. And he's so relaxed. He's sitting in his library. He's got his dog by his side. He's got his money on his lap, or he's got his abundance on his lap, right? He's grown in the wisdom that he's worked hard his whole life, and he's gotten to this point. Maybe this whole month has been about you working and really, starting off possibly losing something that was important to you, losing a job. You have the strength, though, to come back from that, don't you? But don't be falling for something that's an illusion or a delusion. You want to have the beginnings of the Pentacles, and you have the end of Pentacles. So it's gorgeous. You have the beginning of a new job, and here you are settling in, making your money, or settling in with a brand new love. It's abundance in all things, brand new health, feeling good about it. He has no cares. Okay? So I really feel like that's what this whole month is about for you. It ends up with this card of just knowing that you've got abundance. You've got what you need. All these cards are leading you towards that. Starting at the beginning of the month with maybe a little few bumps in the road, leaving you at the end of the month with the abundance and all that can be. Okay? So it looks like a really nice month, the month of October for you, Aries. I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to end with a little bit of Reiki here for you. I hope you were able to subscribe. You enjoyed the channel. You gave me a thumbs up. You could leave comments. If you have any comments of things you'd like me to offer, any classes you'd like me to offer, please put them in the comments, and I'll make sure I get back to you. Okay? So let's get the Reiki music going and get you really enjoying some healing for this month. Surround yourself in a white light energy and let your crown chakra open, and the white energy of love and peace fill your body. You don't need to react to the negativity around you, right? We're just filling ourselves with peace, and we're not reacting. Wonderful way to be, Aries. Sending Reiki your way. everyone for staying. I hope you really enjoyed your reading for the month of October. Make it a good month, Aries. And don't forget and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And subscribe down below so that I can see you when I do mediumship. Always a pleasure. Take care.